We would like to begin by acknowledging that this presentation was recorded on Gadigal and Walpurgis land and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Before passing on to Simon to begin our paper, I'd like to say a few words about Linda. In 2015, after a number of years outside of the research world whilst my kids were very young, I approached Linda Barwick to discuss a potential project involving research on Walpurgis songs that was to be a collaboration with the On-Country Archive housed at PAW Media and Communications in Yuendumu. Linda was, of course, immediately interested due to her background working in more northern Walpurgis communities and her passion for community-led archiving projects. It is this project that Simon and I will speak about today that has only been possible because of Linda's support and her immense drive for social equity for Indigenous Australians through reconnecting communities and individuals with valued cultural heritage collections. During this time, I have also personally benefited from Linda's extraordinary mentoring skills and will always be grateful for the support at a particularly vulnerable point of my career whilst my kids were little. Without Linda's wise guidance, extensive experience, and most of all, her compassion, it would have been very easy to drop the ball at this point in my life. Since then, I have shared many experiences with Linda, from late nights on ARC grants, fieldwork, song camps, community book launches, joint journal articles, and conferences. Linda's true leadership approach is certainly that she walks the journey with you. And in doing so, she has taught us all the virtues of collaborative research.
Yeah, I also want to say thank Professor Linda Bauer take me to uh, Portugal. That's my first experience in Bangkok. I want to thank Nongare, Georgia, Curran, and Dr. Professor Jackie Troy. Bringing me in as a team. Collaborate with you guys. Yeah, thank you, Napula. Yeah, taking me to the other side of the world. It's much appreciated. And Napula, thank you for the inspiration. You inspired me. Not to collaborate with everybody. And yourself. Yeah, thank you, Professor Linda Bowett. My name is Simon Fisher Chapangari. I'm a Walpurgis researcher. Yeah, I do a lot of collection, state library, museum, work with Paris University, looking at contexting. That's what I do. Check it out with because all people tell me what to do, and the only people that crushes me, and work with people like Sydney University. Done a lot of research with Charlestown University, and work with Dr. Lisa Watts at the University of Sydney, Melbourne, and Dr. Liam Campbell at the Monash University. A lot of work, did work with Araridija, John Towett. Yeah, I've done a lot of repatriation too with the State Library Museum. I think I'm the only one person as an elder with the two system knowledge. The career philosophy and the Yaba knowledge. That's what I'm lucky to have the both culture. My partner is a researcher, and the boys too. They're research too. Last night he was looking at one of the footage last night. He told me that can I do a research? Yeah, yeah. First time, the Jenkinson asked me a question. He said, "How can I research it? I want to learn more of the knowledge you are." I told him the most your grandfather one footage on Norman Tintel. He was a tour guide in 1931, 1932 onwards. Yeah, went to Cockatoo Creek, but mostly it's all sensitive. So looking at the protocol, intellectual property, that's what I do. Donation, like all photos, all slides, documents, from the Paris community, like people, Strato Center, NT Archives, and Alice Spring Library, archiving. There's a lot of research, but most projects are done with on the Pink project for 10 years. Most of it's in a keeping place, just at the building. Because it's more important because most we've taken away by Western anthropology for the and no return starting doing research, Yeah, a lot of people, old people used to come along and even old ladies come out. My father's recorded by this anthropology and which is a bit sad, and some return. A lot of young people want to come, with the USB recording their grandfather, grandmother, even older people want to record the sensitive stuff, like Nick Peterson, done a lot of research. A lot of research here, done most in Western, around Yundamu, Tanama, mainly, It teach young people in recording, younger generation, you got, digital thing world now, A lot of young people are recording in language, music, reggae, gospel, and radio documentaries. Yeah, more interesting. A lot of young people interested. You get younger generation. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Carried away. Yeah, um, yeah. There are recording thing and some sensitive stuff, which is not shown in the public thing, but for teach younger generation. That's what I do with the elders. Take them to the thing. A room, special room, to have a look at it. Yeah. A lot of people come, even older people, even other community. Say, can you record me? But unless you get a hard drive, and record your stuff.
So we'd now like to play some highlights from interviews that we did between 2018 and 2019 at PRW Media and Communications in Yuendumu. Linda, Simon and myself, alongside many other World Crew people, particularly Valerie Knuppel-Jerry Martin, who led most of the interviews. She was our other partner investigator on our linkage project in collaboration with PA. In these interviews, we had discussions around the values of archives with them in the contemporary world. And we heard the reflections of many elders on the ways that ceremonies and songs had changed during their lifetimes. And we heard about their ideas and perspectives on the value of legacies of audiovisual and photographic materials. We wish to provide a warning that this presentation includes the images and voices of deceased Aboriginal people. With permission from families, we particularly wish to honour the life of Kumanjai Jakamara Nelson, who passed away very recently and will appear in a videoed interview. He was an esteemed Warlpiri, and we wish to acknowledge the enormous legacy that he has left in this presentation.
Young camera. Number recording in Puranga. Chalupan Kajirin Banjuri, Pilbalin Barno, record Manvalo, Yari Paiga Jano, Karapajan Paiga, my Nampulaju, PIW, World Media. Everybody knew. Engage the president, what any price part, Mamma price part, one price part, Germany price part. Kujara, Auntie and two, Madugari Baru, Pemilian President, Yabrajan Kujara, engage in a cup, President, University, long one with now, Choco, what bring along, engage like a chili. Manimara, Rangoman Mango, Lamara, Kojo, but Paka, Monamega, Quentin Recorderman, Yawu, Panpakulu. Panpangulu, Yawu, triple dose, Kuja, Karibuka, Morogo, Ariglo. Kuja, Tiger, and your Tilly and Paigadana, Karabaru, and the Milky Irani, Kuja, and recording ingil jana pura nai family nyulu nya family ngalo nya ko ti wan nyanga ma jolo
iwa talongon kada wa gam talongon baru chalu bor jana chapi kal jana chalu bor unja pinera manendalu PW ora nyangalu yaro ajilla nerbe pol jana chalu bor mula balu yun panu bor
chukur ba
ngolo modan pan pa ngolo pol modan buri jalu yungul nulalu modan pijile yung tanwa ju ngol modan lokula baler yung ja pijile modan ngolo pol tolu bor jana te pijile yungul nulalu modan yuwa ngulang kapung modan yung jang chukur bor kapung modan pijile ichor na kamo nyinama chunga nia ko jo kaje mondala rayane chukur bangla kaje mondala rayane kaje ma wapa karwa ko par chukur bagay manu nyen modane chukur be nyen no kede nyen manu jamle nyen lo wari nyen lo kam ba nyinam nyonu ko dal bedede yu wa modan jaw balkane yung le bena yung ko jan yulla ko yung ko jan pinera yung ko modan ndam ko manu lenda PAW ko chabi ka jan warke be gor yung na nyanya ndam ko ja nyako ko dun balu chalu balu yung mulaju
Iwa, video wala di kantin. Video. Tunggu ka pa do. Iwa. Yung ulit niyaga. Kulo wano. En ko mangal bigan kulo wano. Yang yung ulit niya. Pika. Yeah. Mula ka bigan wang ambo do wang gamme. Iwa. Ulbal mara wala ingerala. Mani bal niya lang mara kala nyano. Yang bukan pada mangga, mana nyanyi ngol kulo mara mana nyanyi mara kalba. Yang mana yang ngol beda, mana yang ngol nyanyi. Cukur balang mara, cukur balang tujuh, yang mana? Ngol mana nyanyi? Bina jari. Cucu langula, kalau hari langula. Kaki jadi video and photo, ini aku yang udah mau keluar gitu.
Well, with the old songs, they should be taught because that's the song line. We can't change it because, it's there all the time. The country never changes. Gurwari tracks are always there. I mean, the songs won't change. It's there because we still sing the tracks of how it is. Like if it's trees, rocks, you never change it. You never pull them down. It's there all the time, the tracks.